Same starters for UCLA going back to Sunday, and it's Lauren Betts jumping it up in the middle for UCLA and wins it against Lana McCarthy. Bruins are in their home whites, the throwbacks they have, and it's a feed inside. Kiki Rice with the conversion off of Lauren Betts. Purdue is a team that is known for their outside shooting. Zara Day, number 44, finds the all-time leader in 3 points made in number 33, Madison Layden-Zay. Gabriella Hawkes swivels inside and beats her defender off the dribble, Layden-Zay, and it is Hawkes converting for 4-0. We welcome in Victoria Dennis. So far, we've got the Bruins looking good.
Hi, friends. Happy to be here with you. Absolutely. Well, the Bruins are going to be playing at a high tempo all evening long. They also want to rebound offensively at 41%. So watch for that aggressive rebound with offensive rebounds there.
Gianna Neekins hits the three. That is her 49th on the season, and the Bruins score the first 7.
Neekins continues to be a pillar of this Bruin offense. She can shoot in the mid-range. She can shoot beyond the arc. Right now, she's shooting 53% from the field.
McKenna Layden off for Day. Trying to use a screen from McCarthy and then drives inside and beats Kiki Rice to the cup. Gabriella Hawkes on the pass-off. Shot 77% from the field at 22 points on Sunday in that lopsided win against Maryland.
Take a look at Betts here, being able to get that ball movement to the outside wing for that three. Perfectly executed.
That's a foul on Lana McCarthy. First team foul, not even 2 minutes into this first quarter. Rice, lob action in for Betts, twirling, using the window, and Charlie Sledger-Walker fighting for it on the offensive glass. That's one of the things, Victoria, you love about the Bruins. They never give up on possessions. They are always attacking the offensive glass.
Exactly, always attacking the offensive glass, especially Lauren Betts wearing a number 51. The 6'7" senior center creates plays. She is very lethal offensively and defensively.
Layden-Zay tightly defended by Gabriella Hawkes. It's Layden-Zay who has 246 career three-pointers. Takes it 2 there. Neekins has the rebounds. Looking for Rice. Double quickly on her. Swing it to an open Ledger-Walker. The former Washington State Cougar connects from 3.
Great bucket by Ledger-Walker, but it starts with the ball movement from the Bruins. They're doing a great job of spreading that floor and finding opportunity.
Gabriella Hawkes comes up with the loose ball. It's a 2-on-1. Rice attacking and bodying up inside and getting fouled in the process. Nia Smith was underneath, undercut her.
Take a look at this last basket. This ball movement, stretching of the floor, allowing the Bruins to continue to find success on the perimeter.
Here's Kiki Rice. Has made 16 of her last 17 free throw attempts. Shoots at about 88% from the stripe on the year.
The 5'11" senior guard has had consistent playing time and a consistent starter for the Bruins since her freshman year, part of that Pac-12 all-freshman team.
Where Purdue is at their best is in the rim efficiency. The ability to score 6 to 8 feet towards the basket. That's what Bruins head coach Corey Close told us. One of the big observable traits she noticed as the foul goes on Hawkes, the team's first, is how well Purdue scores inside, the efficiency as they make a change out there on the court as Kiki Smith enters the contest. And so does Angela Dugalich for UCLA.
To your point, Brian, Purdue does really great driving and inside the lane, finding success around the rim and inside that paint. So watch for the Bruins to play head-up defense here.
Here's Day. Trying to defend, but over-defending and overextending herself slightly was Neepkins. Her first, the team's second. Trying to deny the pass. Purdue with only one win on the road this year. It was earlier this month, and the up and under move. That's the sisters teaming up with that one. McKenna Layden to older sister Madison Layden-Zay.
Madison Layden-Zay in 33 is such an asset for Purdue. The staff was saying she's much like another coach on the floor. Let's take a look at this replay. Here's Layden-Zay under the basket, creating great opportunity there. And how fun to come back and play with your sister.
No question about it. Did not play last year. Did Layden-Zay, and is back for a 5th year, owning the offensive glass. Lauren Betts.
Betts doing exactly what she needs to do. She already has 142 rebounds on the season. Betts continues to find ways to score.
That's McCarthy looking for a cutter. Day brought down by Ledger Walker. Coach Coase telling us yesterday the one thing that she loves from Ledger Walker is how well she defends.
Great offensive rebound by Betts, being able to get hands on ball early and finish to the rim.
Sienna Betts will come in, the younger sister of Lauren Betts. So Sienna comes in for the assist as Neepkins is tripped. Not even 5 minutes in, and one foul away from being to the limit, over the limit, and shooting free throws the rest of the first quarter. Would the Boilermakers be? Layden-Zay watches Rice. Hawkes soon to check in. Sienna Betts takes a mid-ranger with 7 on the shot clock, and it is an empty possession for the home team. The post touch from McCarthy, and a switch with Betts on Day. Engulfed by defenders is McCarthy, stripped of the basketball. The Bruins want to push.
Great disciplined defense from the Bruins there. That's all footwork, forcing that turnover.
Angela Dugalich doesn't get fed. She's looking for a post touch and throws an elbow, trying to establish inside position on Day. We've had a lot of fouls here, Victoria. Both teams with 4 team fouls as changes are happening on the court.
Take another look here with you. Got a couple fouls happening here early on. I expect the Bruins to keep playing with that disciplined defense on their side.
Kendall Puryear is in, number 22. And playing the role of point guard is Kiki Smith, who joined the Boilermakers in the spring of 2025. Off the switch, attacking downhill. Zay staying aggressive. But in the end, the Bruins have hit 2 threes. And they've got a 10-point lead.
About 32 deflections in this game specifically. They recorded 31 versus Ohio State, and they're looking to do the same here.
What was in question was who that ball was out on. So we have an official review. Let's see what we can glean from other angles. You'd almost think, Victoria, that it might have been before that frame started, because Dugalich had started the act of deflection, but then was she the last one to touch it? I guess that's the question.
right? We'll have to find out here in a second. But nonetheless, Bruins playing pretty solid basketball at the moment. They've had 2 fast breaks on the game thus far. Let's take another look here, different point of view.
Ooh, that is so close.
I wouldn't be shocked if they called it a jump ball here.
Wouldn't that be something? We might be having a decision here shortly. We are seeing some movement amongst our officials. They are looking at it from a monitor by the scores table, looking at it from a variety of different angles. But just to review on what's happened so far, you've got 3-point shots made for UCLA from Ledger Walker, Gianna Neepkins. Jaquez has gotten in the scorebook as well. It's really no surprise that the way that UCLA operates, it is balanced scoring. The depth is something that they rely on as we look at it again. It's one of those things where the more you look at it, the more you can doubt yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Our officials, Corey Long, Kyle Bacon, and Ashley Good are deliberating. And Kyle Bacon is right there. Dugalich is ruled to be the last one to touch it, so the Bruins will be on defense here with 12 on the shot clock. Tara Day to inbounds, and right away, Dugalich fouls. That is number 4. So each team is 1 away from the bonus about halfway through this first quarter. Lauren Betts checks in, number 51. She draws Kendall Puryear as her defensive assignment. Here's Puryear, 6'3" sophomore. Aiden Zay loves to shoot that 3-ball, went scoreless though on Sunday against USC. Shot clock is dwindling. Extra pass, Stahl is in and doesn't know what the shot clock was, and it's a turnover for the Boilermakers.
Purdue has to have better communication there, especially with that shot clock running down, but the Bruins played really great D. They were disciplined, playing heads-up defense, hands in the face of their opponents.
A little more than 2 minutes gone scoreless, Purdue in this contest. There's the deflection, and it leads to a fast break. A 2-on-1 Stahl, 1-on-1 against Neepkins. Got caught underneath the basket. Plenty of time to get the offense set. But a driving move and corkscrewing her way in off the window. Day takes it home for 2.
Great work there by Day, creating space on that inside lane. Watch for her to continue to create opportunities there inside the paint.
Jaquez swings it. Post touch for Lauren Betts. The foul +1. Lauren Betts. This is what they did when these teams faced off last year. They got Lauren Betts the ball a ton, and she made Purdue pay, as she is today.
Great basket there by Day, getting on the inside. And here's Betts on the inside herself, finishing that perfectly to the rim.
Lauren Betts had 5 blocks last game on Maryland that win versus them. Sienna Betts, her sister, almost kept the possession alive. And Smith is cut off baseline by Neepkins. Losing it is Day, and then tracks it down. Purdue 3 for 7 from the floor to start. And still without a three. Now 0 for 2 from long range.
I like that long range look from Layden Zay. It was an open opportunity. I expect us to start falling. She hits beyond the arc at 39%.
Bets the screen, and going underneath it is Smith. Betts might have picked up that pivot foot, and that's exactly what our official underneath the basket, Ashley Good, saw, as Avery Gordon will come in for Purdue. Purdue had a big win about 2 Sundays ago when they took down number 23 Washington in overtime. It was their first ranked win in 3 seasons. A swing and a 3 try as Betts gets it, only to get it taken away. Day off the second chance opportunity.
Great second chance opportunity from Purdue. They looked really good in warm-ups in the mid-range. They were able to find that space with that second chance opportunity. Now have to play D.
Here's Betts. 2 of 3 from the floor. Sienna, she made one of those from outside on Sunday. Coach Close telling us they're giving her more freedom to shoot the outside shot. Smith, the quickness, and the seal, misses at the cup, and Betts comes down with it.
Kiki Smith driving inside that lane, number 23 for Purdue. She's really good under that rim. Shoots at 42% on the season, but let's go ahead and take a look at this last bucket for Purdue. Great bounce pass to the mid-range, and that finish to the bucket there is Day.
Amanda Muse has entered the game for the first time, number 33 for the Bruins on their home lights. A screen to set up Kiki Rice, who is so good off the bounce.
Great screen there for the Bruins, allowing their offense to move around. Of course, finish that bucket there is Rice. When she sees the opportunity, she is going to take it. Rice is shooting 50% on the season, leads the Bruin in points with 274.
Also to mention, that last field goal was her 100th field goal of the season. This one right here, number 100.
Here's Rice pulling up, finishing to that bucket in the mid-range, doing exactly what she does best. Has 11 games with 15 or more points.
Underwent serious surgery on her right shoulder during the offseason, felt pain last season, and she has played really well, despite the fact being off and not able to really play for a few months during the recovery process, as Ledger Walker checks back in. Dangerous pass, and the Bruins come up with it, forcing a 6th turnover against the Boilermakers, who average 17 per game. Betts putting on a show, and that is what you'll see from arguably the #1 WNBA prospect going into next year.
Betts is so physical, but she's so dynamic in her footwork. Coach was telling us that running sprints in preseason, she was first multiple times. She is so fast on both sides of the ball, creates space, creates opportunity. Great bucket there by Betts.
Smith unloads, and that is Betts coming down with the rebound. The team's 7th, and Betts is 3rd. She'll take one as the trailer. 4 field goals in this first quarter for Lauren Betts.
Betts putting on a show, has shown us multiple offensive threats, exactly how she has 8 games with 18 or more points this season, 5 with 20 or more points.
Mila Karsh is in, handling the rock as Amanda Muse keeps tabs on her. Gordon off the dive to the basket, tries to force one up, and gets that one knocked away. And with 9.8, Purdue will have possession. The shot clock has been turned off, so they'll have one last opportunity, you would presume, to get another shot off. Karsh uses a screen, and then a double comes in here as they blitz the ball. McCarthy, a jumper over Betts, and that one was before, excuse me, that was after. So after will not count. Lauren Betts showing why she is the most dominant collegiate women's basketball player in the country. First quarter, 8 points in 9 minutes of work.
Rice putting up multiple field goals for the Bruins. Bruins shooting 64% in the first alone. Purdue at 28. Watch for Purdue to continue to drive in that inside lane. They also might see a pick and roll here to create that opportunity on the outside.
We'll definitely be looking for that as Karsh will take a three that bounces over the top of the backboard. Tara Day, our player to watch for Purdue, had 6 of her team's 8 points in the first quarter. A squad that went 0 for 5 from long range, which is unbecoming from them as one of the better three-point shooting teams in the Big Ten. Ledger Walker loads one up. Hit one in the first quarter, a miss there, and a foul in pursuit of the loose ball. It will be on Madison Layden-Zay, who leads the team in assists and steals. Kiki Rice explores off the bounce. New starting the second quarter after coming in late in the first. That's Nia Smith trying to race it down and colliding with Gabriela Jaquez, who was whistled. Let's talk a little bit about Gabriela Jaquez for a moment, because she came in with a lot of hype around her name, but what she has done, and we talked to Coach Close about this, as she will step out for a moment and Neepkins will take her place, is change the way that she attempts shots. Her shot technique has been altered, and it's allowed her to become that 40, 50, 90 player.
And that shows the work ethic of Jaquez, and that I always have something to improve. How can I get 1% better every single time I step onto the floor? And that's how she's been able to really create a more wide range offensively, and has just, is a grinder, is able to play gritty as well.
You said gritty. That is exactly what was on display for Kiki Rice, who gets a trip to the line after what she did to create the turnover and then quickly operate the other way. She made her first 2 from the line.
Look at that ball handling from Rice, getting it in there. I mean, such a standout athlete. Fun fact about Kiki Rice, she is scuba certified, Brian.
I did not know that. Also with Coach Close saying that the biggest growth that she's seen from Rice this season is the calmness that she plays with. And having Ledger Walker out there, 2, you could say, alpha guards, allows a little less pressure on Rice because of the attention that Ledger Walker demands.
Exactly, and they've been able to grow together as athletes. And Kiki Rice, Coach was talking to us about how she was able to develop that mental part of that game. And you get to this level of basketball and everybody can shoot, everybody can play defense. How do you separate yourself from the guy next to you, the woman next to you? That's that mental part of the game, and they've been working on something called Mind Gym, which is a book, and that's something that I used as an athlete as well. And they really sit down, and what a bucket there, and just have been working on it, Brian. It's really neat to see.
It is neat to see, and if you're a Bruin fan, it's also neat to see Neepkins not only hit the 3, but then she plays some defense and forces some contact on the Boilermakers, which is going to force a substitution off of the turnover and foul on McCarthy as she heads back to the bench. And Avery Gordon will take her spot. Bruins last year winning against Purdue by over 30 points. That was at Mackey Arena. Lauren Betts had a game-high 17 points, and she lost it there as two Boilermakers converged on her.
Purdue double-teaming Betts there, being able to force that turnover.
On the runner, and that's Betts in the shot contest, making Nia Smith have to think a little bit extra on what she was trying to do. Kiki Rice dials up the three ball, 41% shooter from out there. This game is 30-8, and the Bruins are a balmy 80% from downtown. 4 triples and a timeout called.
And has really been a vocal leader on and off the court, part of the glue of the Bruins.
A glue that has helped them score 8 unanswered in the second quarter. They have as many points scored, the Bruins, as Purdue has in the entirety of the game. Boilermakers yet to get on the board in this second period. Roger Walker lets her defender, her offensive player, Karsh, get some separation. There's a deflection by Dugalich, and I'll tell you what, Dugalich is doing the things that you don't necessarily see in the stat sheet. She is deflecting balls one after the other.
And being a freshman, it's a faster tempo coming into Big Ten basketball and having to play at this level, but Dugalich, standing at 6'4", has been an excellent learner of the game coming into the gym and has really shown the nation what she can do. I mean, shooting at 55% on the season. Dugalich
has been incredible for UCLA for a long time as Neepkins got it from Rice. A slippery move and the vision to find the former Utah Ute. Gordon with the jump hook over Dugalich and got it to go. That ends a scoring drought. Dugalich looks for Sienna Betts with the offhand, the left hand, excuse me, that is her strong hand over Avery Gordon, taking a page out of her older sister in the low post game. The spacing here for the Boilermakers becoming a little bit of a predicament. Gordon on the pick and roll will dive to the basket, and a 10th turnover already caused by that ferocious Bruin defense. All the way to the basket, misses Charlize Walker. Ledger Walker, excuse me, as Nia Smith, the former UNC Greensboro Spartan, goes the distance.
Smith doing her job as she should, especially answering after another turnover on the side of Purdue. Point scoring is contagious, and Smith is going to be at the helm of that, just like Neepkins is here for the Bruins.
The Bruins have made 5 of their last 6 shots. Neepkins is really starting to feel it, averaging 14 points per game. She has, in 12 minutes of work, 11 already. Smith uses a screen to try to get open. Lost Betts and puts it in. Smith has been great in conference play, really stepping up her offense.
Great screen there by 55 Gordon, allowing Smith to run around, create that space on the inside to finish the bucket.
Dugalich looking to dive to the basket. Fronting the post would be McKenna Layden. Rice. Neepkins comes in. And it's Layden who controls. Karsh unloads from way outside. Kiki Rice rebounds it.
Karsh is 9th among Big Ten freshmen in scoring. Look to her to create momentum for Purdue.
She got the box out on Neepkins to take the miss off the Betts triple try. Major collision, trying to fight through that screen was Neepkins as Gordon absorbed the punishment. Neepkins will have the foul go against her. Each team in this second quarter has 3 team fouls. Bruins are 7-0 in Big Ten play. 6 of those 7 wins coming by double digits. Angela Dugalich, such a defensive-minded player all the way off the deflection for the easy 2.
Great heads-up play there from Dugalich. A deflection, fast down the lane, finding success at the rim. That's a great heads-up play by Dugalich.
Kiki Rice, one of 2 Bruins. Double-digit number of points already. Feed the post, double comes, and a foul as soon as the help defense arrives.
Here's Dugalich, great deflection all the way to the hoop. That's a heads-up vision play on defense. Exactly what the Bruins have wanted to do. Dugalich previously played her freshman year at Oregon. Started last year with the Bruins, 34 of 35 games.
Her role has changed now, predominantly this year coming off the bench. Lauren Betts has been a starter, and she has 10 points off of that sweet turnaround fade. Career screens for Layden Zay. A foul on the catch. A deep catch at that. Marquez doesn't think that she fouled.
Take another look here of Betts under the rim. Great spacing, great footwork, being able to pivot, turn, find the rim, and then finish that shot.
Bruins have never trailed in this game. Layden off for Smith. She's made 2 buckets, is 2 for 4 from the floor. Career with a back to the basket. Shot clock is running thin. Layden Zay, 2-person game with Purdue. Every ball and shot up from Purdue, there seems to be a hand in the face from UCLA.
Puryear, number 22 for Purdue, usually makes those shots when she's given the opportunity. She has 50 field goals on the season, shooting 53%. Watch for her to continue to get inside the paint.
High ball screen for Betts, who rolls off of it, and off the lob action from Meekins, it's Layden Zay who intercepts it. 5th giveaway for UCLA.
Purdue has to utilize this turnover.
But that's the thing, Victoria, for a team like Purdue that relies so heavily on the 3, they haven't made one yet today.
Exactly, and then that's part of the defense of the Bruins. That was part of one of their keys to the game, was they want to be able to take away the 3s at a higher rate against Purdue. They know that what they can do beyond the arc, and that's exactly what they're doing.
They are. Dugalich gets called for taking too many steps. Layden Zay, 1 of 6 from the floor, playing the role of point guard. Throws it away. Kiki Rice looking to take it all the way. Double clutch, goes up again, absorbs the punishment, and Layden Zay picks up the personal, and that's going to put Purdue in the bonus the rest of the half, as Kiki Rice has done such a good job, Victoria, in getting to the line, creating contact, and getting opportunities at the free throw line.
Absolutely, and when she's at the line, she's shooting 88% on the season. And it's her vision that really allows her to play the game at such an elite level. Specifically, we're seeing these fast break plays from her. She's reading the play before it even happens.
Rice hasn't missed from the line today. She's 4 for 4. It'll stay that way. Hasn't missed more than 1 free throw in every one of the Bruins games this year. Purdue hasn't gotten to the line at all, and we're deep into a second quarter.
Purdue had a great start to their season. They were 17-1 to start the season. Were able to score 70 or more points and went 8-1 earlier in preseason.
Karsh feeling the pressure. Under 5 to get rid of it. Nia Smith lines up, and she has had all 7 of her points here in the second quarter.
Great ball movement from Purdue, allowing Smith to shoot there beyond the perimeter.
Amanda Muse got one underneath, could not finish and pay it off. But Kiki Rice, the dish and the find was special.
Take a look at this Purdue three. There's Smith being able to flow through that shot all the way to the bucket, but it was Purdue spreading the floor and finding opportunity when given and then executing.
Amanda Muse stands at the line. Redshirt sophomore from Brentwood, California, standing 6'4". And 2 blocks in 10 minutes versus Maryland on Sunday here. Ledger Walker rips down the offensive rebound, the team's 4th. Swing it, and Karsh with the deflection.
Great look there from the freshman Karsh, earning a deflection to her name. She's earned 14 steals on the season for Purdue.
Bruins have 18 points scored off of turnovers. That's been the real catalyst for the advantage and the deficit that the Purdue Boilermakers are dealing with. As Rice comes in there and fouls. Or excuse me, that was on Amanda Muse. And now both teams are over the limit for the rest of the period.
Muse being able to grow in her game, going against Betts in practice has gotten better and better. Really upping, being a better screener, offensive rebounder, vocal on the court.
This is the first time that Purdue has been to the free throw line all game, and it's Gordon who had not been to the free throw line in the last 3 contests. Muse high points the basketball. Closing in on 1 minute left in this first half, where the Bruins are shooting 63% from three-point range and over 50 from the floor. It's Day looking to push. Now for Karsh, getting a step on Ledger Walker. Day forces the contact by going right into Kiki Rice, her defense. And Purdue, all of a sudden, Victoria, starting to get to the free throw line, something that they struggled to do earlier.
Day does a great job of driving there on the inside, and they're trying to find opportunities where they can. We know that they've been lethal beyond the perimeter, but Day does a great job on the inside. We've seen her drive both on the left and right side.
Purdue 9th in the Big Ten in free throw percentage, as Day makes both at 73%. That's the Boilermakers as a team from the line this year.
And Day has had a really great season. She hit 3 threes versus USC just the other evening. Watch for her to get in that flow beyond the arc as well. Shoots out 40%.
Day looking for some help. Waiting on a swing. Pass sails through the arms of Smith, and she recovers with only 5 to get the shot off. Step back, Betts knocks that one free right before the shot clock. Lauren Betts, her 41st block of the year, had 5 on Sunday. A big one there.
What a move by Betts there, just doing her job. Great defensive play, being able to reach on that ball.
Kiki Rice trying to get something going before the end of the second quarter, as Betts and Gordon collide and both fall. A pair upcoming for Kiki Rice.
There's
with a team high and a game high 13 points.
look at Betts here on this block again. Great footwork. She's stopped on defense, which really gives her that opportunity to see the block and make it, showing us exactly how she's second in the Big Ten in blocks.
Good if it goes, and it's too strong from half court from Nia Smith. She had 7 points for the Boilermakers. Only 12 they put up in the second quarter. 26 points in front, the Bruins are going into the half. 3 in double figures, Rice with 15. Neekins has 11, including 2 there. And Betts adding 10, including this. Look outside, they swing it, and Ledger Walker connects. She makes teams pay for double and triple teaming Lauren Betts.
And that's exactly how the Bruins are so lethal, is that if you double team Betts, well, that leaves Neekins or Rice open beyond the perimeters. They have so many tools in their tool belt, and we're seeing them here this evening.
Rice has a game high with 15. Played 19 of 20 minutes in that first half. Neekins, the pull-up over Smith. All air there for Neekins, who is 4 of 6 from the floor. Bruins have never trailed in this game.
Purdue wants to get shots up before turnovers. They want to create the play.
This is Layden Zay playing with 3 personals, one of 2 Boilermakers with 3 fouls. The other being Puryear. Nia Smith, 10 points for her. She's hit the only 2 threes that the Boilermakers have had.
Nia Smith doing a great job finishing all the way to that basket. Has put up 20 points versus Wisconsin. She made 4 threes in that same game.
Ledger Walker defending Smith, trying to slip a pass in there. That is taken away. The 15th giveaway for the visitors. Gabriela Hawkes misses inside off the touch pass from Neekins.
Look for Purdue to move this ball fast in transition. They want to make sure they get downhill fast before that defense on the side of the Bruins gets set.
Bruins giving up only 12 second quarter points. McCarthy lost her footing, and that was just the imposing presence of Betts doing the damage. The pull-up off the dribble for Rice.
I like that look and pull-up from Rice. She had that opportunity inside. I expect her to make that shot next time.
Tara Day. A timeout was granted. Day, our player to watch before the game, has 8 points.
2 different organizations, whether it's
the kids' home,
in
Mexico.
Yes, in Tijuana, and they go down to that kids' home in Tijuana 5 times a year. They go down and volunteer. They recycle bottles to bring down Christmas presents to that children's home. They're pen pals with them as well, and it's just really great to see what the culture has been here for the Bruins, and Coach Close telling us, you know, you can remember a banner, sure, but at the end of the day, it's who do you become and who do you impact at the end of the day.
Gabriela Hawkes making a big impact underneath, playing with 3 personal fouls. McCarthy slips a pass underneath for Smith. That was one incredible find. Smith with 12 points. McCarthy has her first assist. Lauren Betts, 10 first half points. Double coming on her. Grabs her own miss. Goes up again. Wiped the shot away. Says Corey Long, one of our 3 officials. Foul was before the act of shooting.
Let's take a look at McCarthy to Smith. Great pass there underneath the basket. That is where Purdue is so lethal. Smith perfectly finishing that shot.
That foul going on McCarthy, her 3rd, so she comes out. And in for her is Avery Gordon. Shot clock at 20 for the home team. Ledger Walker using a bet screen, going downhill off of it, and using that hand to push off as the guilty party on the foul will go on UCLA. A moving screen, that's what it is actually on Lauren Betts, excuse me. Dugalich with her hands in the passing channel, looping out was the runner. Layden Zay loses Dugalich out for her sister. Betts contending for it, and UCLA with the rebound, their 20th of the night.
Watch for Layden to continue to shoot beyond the arc there, number 11 for Purdue. She has 11 beyond the arc this season, shooting at 50%.
Nia Smith is taking full opportunity of this playing time. 14 points, 6 of 11 from the floor. Bruins lead is cut to 21. Lauren Betts bodied up on against Gordon. Nobody picked up on the block out. Hawkes, who's got 2 buckets in the third.
Great second chance opportunity for the Bruins. That's Hawkes getting in there and finding that space, doing a great job. She shoots 45% on the season.
Her teammate Ledger Walker called Hawkes an offensive boss, just to further underscore how valuable she is. Gordon is going to get the bucket and will have one more to come as she knocks over Dugalich, who fouls the second on UCLA in the period.
Take another look with you here on the inside. Gordon there going up, and Dugalich taking that one to the chin.
Looking to see if it's more than a common foul. That's what they are checking out as we speak. 50-29, UCLA trying to stay perfect at Avery Gordon. One of only 2 Boilermakers that has gotten to the line in this game. They didn't get to the line until under 2 minutes in the second quarter for the first time. Look at that slip and the fine for Gordon.
Gordon has finished in double figures twice this campaign while shooting 49% on the year. Watch for her to continue to find space on the inside.
Hawkes off a flare screen, hits the 3, and that is number 300 in her career.
Great look by Hawkes, creating space on the outside. That ball movement allowed her to have that opportunity, finish with a bucket.
Deflection, and it's Hawkes leading the way. Kiki Rice slithers inside, trying to get a second opportunity. As it is McKenna Layden who will bring it out of the backcourt. Rice pressuring the ball of Layden Zay. High screen and a switch with Betts staying on Day, who gets downhill. The Bruins force a stop. Rice spinning, leaving it off for Muse, cut underneath. Hawkes, the beautiful rotation off the corner tray, makes another one in the quarter.
That was great defense by 55 Gordon, but a second chance opportunity was Hawkes there on the outside, showing us again the range.
Stopping the ball, and now a lob action over the top. Charlize Ledger Walker forcing the jump ball, and she had to defend Gordon. That was some good instincts on Ledger Walker's part.
Take a look at this Hawkes 3. Plenty of time to post up, finish that shot.
Coming in, Ela Karsh, number 8 for the Boilermakers, along with Smith. Kiki Smith, scoreless in the game. Nia Smith has a team-high 14. Puryear is in. She's playing with 3 personals, and she goes right to work coming in off the bench.
Puryear doing a really great job of being physical inside the paint. She's shooting 53% on the season, has 4 games with 10 or more points.
Rice hasn't scored in the third quarter. Has 15 in the contest. And it is hard work trying to keep up with her if you're tasked with defending her. That's the first foul on Karsh. Second for the team in this quarter as Rice exits, and Neepkins will take her place. That's working on Karsh, trying to maximize the mismatch. Nia Smith at 5'9" will take it the other way off the rebound. Setting up Karsh. Karsh hits the 3.
That's that fast ball movement in transition that Purdue wants to do. Karsh on the outside, great finish. Shoots 33% behind the arc.
Betts is underneath. Puryear on the deck, so is Betts. And it's older sister Lauren, the kick out for Neepkins. Off the skip, extra pass. Neepkins lets Karsh fly by. Betts power dribble up strong. 15 second chance points for UCLA.
Great power dribble by Betts, a huge part of the reason how UCLA has been able to have so many second chance opportunities. Take a look here, great ball movement to the outside. That's Karsh finishing that 3, shooting 33 behind the arc. And Betts, of course, creating opportunity when given the second chance.
Layden Say shooting 39% from the floor, but has made only 1 shot tonight. That is Karsh halfway home. Betts reels in the rebound. Her 10th, already a double-double right there. Ledger Walker sticks the 3, her first since the first quarter. The Bruins go back in front by 25.
Ledger Walker is so fun to watch, so dynamic offensively. Yes, she's a point scorer, but she also creates offensive opportunities, leads the Bruins in assists with 111 on the season.
Smith trouble with the dribble. McCarthy backing down, spinning the basket, lost Betts, floats it in. That's McCarthy getting some points in the paint. Purdue has made 6 of their last 8 field goals. Back-to-back trips, 3 balls good for the native of New Zealand.
Point scoring is contagious, and that's exactly what Ledger Walker is showing us right now. She has become the glue on the court, has a pulse on the team, and can relate to anybody. She is known as the rope holder. She gets people to come down, hold that rope with her, stand in a circle. Let's take a look here. Here's Ledger Walker going to town behind the arc. Back-to-back 3s for her, both on the left and right side of the arc. And what's so special about her is that, yes, she's shooting 36% behind the arc, 47% field goal on the season, but leading the team in assists. So she's a playmaker as well. And you don't know whether or not you need to stay on her when she has hot hands or watch for her to make the pass and run that offense.
The Bruins have not gotten to the free throw line in the second half. That's against McCarthy. Settles in, and that is part of her game that she has worked a lot on as of late, hitting that deep 2, and Coach Close entrusts her in making it.
Betts, first Bruin with over 600 points Over 300 rebounds and 100 blocks in a season, putting on a clinic.
19 turnovers. That's 2 more than their season average for the Boilermakers. Dugalich, plenty of time, steadies and fires and connects.
Dugalich is such a veteran athlete, played in 2 Olympics, and she is so versatile on the court, projected to go in the first round of the WNBA draft later this spring. She allows the team to switch up defensive schemes as well.
Zay locked down by Ledger Walker defensively. Letting this time in the third quarter wind down for the final shot. Neepkins falls. Up and under move from Karsh. The Bruins close out the third quarter. Hit one. They lead by 30. Their highest scoring quarter was the second when they put up 24, and that has been their highest scoring quarter by average all year long. Ledger Walker made 2 threes in the third. Starts out the fourth and makes another one.
Great look there by Ledger Walker. She is on fire right now. Just cannot be stopped behind that arc.
Bruins looking for their 4th win all time against the Boilermakers. Karsh bounces it in for McCarthy. With 8 on the shot clock, the Boilermakers retain possession. Karsh, catch off the inbounds. Zay, entry pass, and it was a good one, sealing off Jaquez for the 2.
Great crisp passing on the side of the Boilermakers, really allowing their offense to go and find that one. McCarthy getting in there, finding it.
Neepkins hits the Bruins' 11th three-pointer. They are on an 18-2 run and have opened this thing up, leading by 34.
The Bruins showing us exactly why they are first in the Big Ten, shooting beyond the arc. Coming into this game, shooting 38% beyond the arc, ranked first in Big Ten, putting on an absolute clinic.
Gianna Neepkins hits that 3 there. We talked to Coach Close, and she said one of the biggest differences that she's made is defensively this year, and the vision that she possesses, along with why they brought her in, her 3-point shooting, and she adds just another arsenal. That was one of the things they needed last year in their Final Four run. Coach Close saying more outside shooting. They have that this year. Zay will try to get things organized for the Boilermakers. Shooting 40% from the floor, and Gordon forces one up against Lauren Betts. Her 2nd personal. Gordon goes to the line, where the team is just 3 for 5 in the game. Coach Corey Close, you just saw her, told us, well, she gave a lot of respect to Purdue as far as their 3-point shooting. Said we got to take away the threes. We got to force the mid-range 2s, especially off the dribble. And Victoria, I feel like they've done a really good job in running the Boilermakers off the 3-point line.
Yeah, they played very disciplined defense. The Bruins, that was their game plan, was to make the Boilermakers feel uncomfortable beyond the arc. They've done a really great job of doing that. I also want to talk about the ball movement on the side of the Bruins. They have 2 athletes in the top 10 for assists. No other Big Ten school has 2 athletes in the top 10 for assists. So that just shows their basketball IQ. And those 2 athletes are Ledger Walker and Rice, creating those assists, but also creating buckets for the Bruins.
Back to the largest lead off of that bucket from Lauren Betts. Karsh gets it off on the drive. Here's Kiki Rice. Had 2 steals in the first half. Betts a 3. Looking for her first 3 of the year. Coach Close telling us that she has the green light only in certain situations. Doesn't have the complete green light yet to hit that or to shoot that.
I like that. Hey, if Betts sees it, why not? Go ahead and take that shot.
Inbounds violation will turn the ball over. UCLA, number 3 in the nation. Only 2 teams in front of them. UConn at number 1, South Carolina at number 2. Gugelich trying to guard Gordon in the post. Across the lane and a steal. What anticipation from Jaquez. Soars to the basket. The Bruins have 19 fast break points.
Heads-up defense by Hawkins, being able to force that turnover and find the bucket. The basketball IQ of these athletes are off the chart. And Brian, they have a team average 3.5 GPA inside the classroom. So they're studious on and off the court.
Well said, that they are. That turnaround from Gordon. Let's not forget about what she has done in this game off the bench, as Jaquez has found the hot hand. A second half for Jaquez that has seen her make 12 points.
Jaquez has been on fire this season for the Bruins. She had a season-high 29 points versus Tennessee, 11 rebounds versus San Diego State. It's really exciting to see how she is continuing to grow as an athlete. I mean, 7 games with 15 or more points. Jaquez good on both sides of the ball. Watch her to continue to play heads-up defense, force turnovers, and keep adding on to those rebounds.
Christina Gramusi-Siegel is coming in for the first time. Number 3 for the Bruins. And Kiki Smith is in as well. She's been held scoreless. Lauren Betts swats that one away with 10 to shoot her 3rd block. There's a deflection. Jaquez the other way, past 2 Boilermakers and goes all the way. The story of this game, turnovers in the points. The Bruins have thrived.
The Bruins showing us exactly why they're ranked 3rd in the nation. A block, a deflection, the turnover, and then finishing the play all the way to the hoop.
Gramusi-Siegel, tight defense on Smith. McCarthy screens. Cross court, Smith.
I like that cross-court movement from the Boilermakers. Smith was right there for that 3.
Bruins have led wire to wire in this game.
And watch for Smith behind the arc. She hit 3 threes against USC the other evening.
What about Ledger Walker, who has hit 5 threes in this game for 12? That's 7 in a row scored by the Bruins, and they've made their last 4 field goal attempts.
Ledger Walker showing us that point scoring is contagious. Here she is again.
2-on-1 off for Jaquez. Ledger Walker, her 4th assist. Jaquez has 20 points. The Bruins up by 43, their largest lead in one impressive 4th quarter. Timeout called, and the Bruins outscoring 19-6 in this 4th and final period.
Driving in the paint from behind the arc. She's also earned 4 rebounds in the second half alone. 2 assists, moving that ball around when given the opportunity. She's a playmaker.
A WNBA projected 1st round selection is Jaquez going into 2026. McCarthy tries to set a screen. Smith uses and absorbs the pick. Nia Smith attempts one from long range. Bruins go 1 and done, forcing that. Bruins have hit 90 points in a game 9 times. They're 3 points away from doing it for a 10th time this season. Gramusi-Siegel. Lauren Betts stays with it. Got a hand in there, did Layden Zay. Jump ball, arrow goes to the Boilermakers.
Boilermakers defense collapsing on the inside really allows for the Bruins to find such great success beyond the arc.
That was Sienna Betts, my apologies. Joe Walker fights over the top of that McCarthy screen. Sienna causes a deflection out for Leidenze. Still without a three. Program leader in made threes at 246 in her career.
Leidenze is inching closer and closer to Big Ten history. The fifth year is 8 steals and 4 rebounds away from joining Caitlin Clark as the only players in Big Ten history with 1,000 points, 500 rebounds, 300 assists, 200 steals, and 200 three-pointers, and 50 blocks.
A great show of approval from the home fans as Ledger Walker goes to the bench. All 15 of her points coming from outside. Off the pitch out, McCarthy. Not drawing any iron there. The three-point shot has not been good for the Boilermakers. They are 3 for 21 as a team. Purdue, their largest road loss in program history, 46. They are now down by 46 after Jaquez hits her third three.
Great looking finish by Jaquez. It's her footwork that allows her that opportunity to create space on that shot.
Muse playing defense on McCarthy, who spins to the basket. And Muse commits the personal. That will be free throws now that Purdue is in the bonus with 5 UCLA fouls.
We've seen a lot of hustle on the glass.
Excuse me, that's the fourth.
A lot of hustle on the glass from the Bruins. 35 rebounds on the game, 26 for the Boilermakers.
Apologize for that, Victoria. The fourth team foul instead of the fifth for Purdue. What a screen on Carmusi Siegel from Gordon, but no points to show for. Lead pass up to Jaquez, and a foul is called.
Boilermakers trying to get back on defense fast. We saw 2 on Jaquez there underneath the basket. I like that fast transition defense from the Boilermakers.
This is the first time all second half that UCLA has been at the free throw line. Jaquez shoots it at 88%. Shot it from the floor at 77% on Sunday, and that win had 22 against Maryland. The crowd favorite comes in, entering center stage. Megan Grant, as Jaquez gets a warm applause as her night is complete. A decorated performance from her.
Megan Grant, 43 for the Bruins, is also on the softball team here at UCLA. She's a part of the USA softball team, was a Player of the Year finalist for USA softball.
That's Day ripping one down over Betts. Smith lines up. Rice picks up her 7th rebound. 15 and 7 for her, along with 3 assists. Sienna Betts, the turnaround, got it to go. Jumper is good over Gordon, and a 16-0 run for the Bruins.
The Bruins feeling all the momentum from last season, the numbers they put up, the accolades they earned. They have that fire in the belly to go all the way this year, and we're seeing it here this evening.
Off the pass from Karsh, here's a driving Smith. Shot was contested. Rice running the show. Megan Grant wants a post touch. Underneath, blocked by Smith, but was open on the weak side. Day pull-up. First jumper since the first half for Day.
Good look there by Day. Day is one of 4 guards in the Big Ten, averaging better than 12.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game.
Sienna Betts takes the 3. There's Rice running it down to prolong the possession. Bruins with 13 offensive rebounds. Smith applies the foul on Grant.
There's Grant, number 43 on your screen. Coach said it is so fun to have her in the gym. She has a new dance every time she makes a basket, and she's such a great character. She's, you know, going from one of the best softball athletes in the nation to then a sport where she's playing off the bench, and she wears the role so great, and you can see her out here playing with a smile on her face, and the Bruins have loved having her be a part of this basketball team.
Called for the charge. They're not going to count the foul, or the basket, excuse me. The crowd is irate. They wanted to see Megan Grant get in the box score.
Here's Grant on the inside, driving to that bucket. We can hear what the fans have to say about that.
Courier high-low for Gordon over Betts. Sandwiched between 2 Bruin defenders. Muse was over there as well with the help defense. Sienna Betts will be the one called for the personal. UCLA, you just can't say there were any weaknesses in their play tonight.
We did not see any weaknesses from the Bruins, showing us exactly how they're ranked first in Big Ten basketball in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, rebounds, assists. We've seen all of that here on the floor this evening.
Purdue is going to drop to 10-9. And still only one elusive road win, falling to 1-7 on the road, and 2-6 now in conference play. Betts against Purrier, drops it home over 2 bigs. UCLA will close out this game, winning 96-48. It's the largest deficit in road loss in Purdue history.